All right, guys. Thank you for joining and welcome to Word of the Day Wednesdays. I am author Nicole D. Miller, and this is my novel, When Love Wins. When Love Wins is a compilation... Sorry, I'm thinking of urban stories. When Love Wins is a story of two young female cousins with a rift in their relationship. When Natalie, the faith-based writer, loses her mom, she moves in with her cousin Ashley, the urban socialite fashionista. But instead of a warm welcome, she finds an icy cold one from Ashley. Apparently, she is not feeling that her ex is feeling Natalie, but there is more to the story. This book deals with childhood trauma. It deals with self-harm in the form of cutting. It deals with mental health issues such as depression and anxiety and grief recovery, parent absenteeism, but it is uplifting and hopeful, full of faith, sisterhood, and love. You can learn more at whenlovewins.love. Make sure to put in https://whenlovewins.love to grab your copy today. All right, as you guys know, every week I piggyback off of my latest blog, and this week it is If They Only Knew. So what I talk about in this particular blog is I know a lot of us can have this experience of being overlooked or demeaned or oppressed because people have a perception of who we are, right? And I just kind of relate this to scripture when it talks about Yeshua or Christ when he's talking to the woman at the well. And just how basically he tells her, like, well, if you knew who you were talking to, I could give you living water. Basically, I could put you on, right? And so I just think it's interesting that other people can kind of show their hand based on what their interaction is with you before they find out who you are. And I kind of talk about how I try to be low-key sometimes just because I want to test that theory and just see, like, well, how will you interact with me if you don't know my successes or if you don't know who I'm close with or whatever. And I just think definitely in our city, it can be very cliquish. People can kind of judge you ahead of time. I know just being as an entrepreneur and gaining ground with my businesses, I've just learned, like, okay, so people may not support you if they don't know you, right? But the sad part of that thinking is it's shallow. It's shallow, and it's based on a shallow mindset. And for me personally, I'm not a shallow person. I'm thankful that my tribe and group of people that I'm attracted to are not that way. So I just kind of touch on that in the blog. But like to flip it, I talk about how I don't want to miss my blessing in somebody else because I've prejudged them or misjudged them or overlooked them, right? So my prayer is like, Lord, open my eyes to see this person through your eyes because I'm not trying to miss my blessing or mistreat somebody in general, but definitely mistreat somebody who, you know, isn't deserving of that treatment. So if you feel like you fall into either of those categories or you need some encouragement, if you feel like you've been overlooked, definitely check it out at NicoleDMiller.com. All right, so we are just 2 weeks away from my big event. I will be a guest at the Cleveland Public Library at the Huff location, which I'm excited about because apparently it's remodeled, so I haven't been there, but at the Huff location, and I will be featured on the Writers Unplugged podcast. So this is a Cleveland Reads event. You guys should know we have been participating in this event all year long. The Cleveland Public Library collabed with the Mayor Justin Bibb, and gave us a goal to read 1 million books. Well, apparently we surpassed that goal, and they upped it to 10 million. So we're still participating. So this is a part of that initiative. So come out, definitely learn more about When Love Wins. Learn more about me, your favorite indie author. And of course, I'll be signing books and taking pictures. So if you're interested, you can go on my website. There's a link that will will forward you to the link for the event. But you can also go to clevelandreads.com and you should be able to find it there. Most importantly, to stay abreast on all of my events, make sure you subscribe to get my newsletter, because that is when I update you guys about all the stuff I'm doing. People will be like, well, how do you know about these places? How do you know about this event? Because I'm on other people's newsletters. That's how I know. So get on my newsletter so you can stay in the know. If you're a mover and a shaker, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an indie author, tap in because it's happening. I just got back from Futureland. I'm still on a high from that. All the connections, all the information. It's just so beautiful to see the opportunities we have in the city. Many of you know I'm a freelance journalist for the Cleveland Observer. I'm working on an article right now just covering Futureland and have just been in awe of what's happening, the impact that's being made in the creative sector with Futureland and with the businesses that they've collabed with, and how we have these partnerships happening right under our noses, and it's bringing forth community transformation, it's bringing forth impact, it's bringing forth opportunity for successes, major cash rewards. So if you're a struggling business or even an author that feels alone, connect. There's just no excuse, okay? So that's all I want to say. All right, so I am in the midst of writing as well. This is a writing season for me. So I'm chugging along a couple of projects. One will be released more immediately, I believe, so stay on the lookout for that. Other than that, you can check out my blog. If you have any questions or concerns, you can email me info@indiemillerpublishing.com. You know we do the publishing house. If you're looking to publish, if you need an editor, if you need one-on-one coaching, I'm your girl. Go to ndmiller.pub for more information. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next week for our next Word of the Day Wednesdays.